Hi guys, it's Phoebe from Who's Phoebe and welcome back to another Doctor Who video, and today's video is my review on the 60th anniversary special, the Star Beast Special 1. Oh my god. So if you're new to my channel and don't know how these reviews work, I do positives, negatives and then rate it. And I'm still in shock. That was, oh my god. So, obviously the Star Beast was a comic back in the 70s and Russell T Davies kind of brought this to life, which is amazing. But there's nothing negative to say about it. It was absolutely perfect. Like, can I just say, I had high hopes for this. Like, seriously, I had high hopes for the Star Beast, right? Like, hang on, where is it? Like, like, don't get me wrong, I had high hopes for this. Like, seriously, I'm not even kidding. I had very much high hopes for today, and just wow. Wow. Oh my word. Was I surprised that it was better than I could have possibly imagined? Yes, it was. I mean, sorry guys. I'm just looking at something here. But was I surprised it was better than it was? You darn tootin' I am. Like, seriously. Like, it was better than I had even imagined. Sorry, I've been repeating the same thing. But just to let you know guys, the Whoniverse now has video commentary of each episode. It's here. So I just want to let you know, the Whoniverse dropped on the 1st of November and we've had a bunch of stuff being added to it and we will continue to have stuff added. And my word, am I impressed? Like, I mean, come on. Just gonna anyway, on to the actual review. On to the actual review itself. That'll be my cat. I can't really do anything about that. Sorry, guys. So, on to the review. Here we go. So, the intro is just the Doctor kind of explaining who Donna is to a brand new audience, which I absolutely love. The Doctor is kind of stood there explaining it in this beautiful kind of space scene of the Doctor just standing there. And then we get the intro, and can I just say, I love the new titles. Those titles are like a 10 out of 10 for me, because those titles I think altogether is very reminiscent of all the 60 years of titles. Like, you could, I mean, it wasn't obvious, but there was essence of other kind of Doctor Who titles in there, and I very much feel like that is absolutely perfect and kind of placed exactly how you think. And then we obviously get London with Donna and the whole Camden Town thing. But yeah, my expectations were definitely succeeded, but they were higher than imagined, I think. But I also think that it was just generally a good episode. I have nothing really negative to say about it. Let's talk about Meep the Bee. So at first I thought Meep was cute. It isn't cute, and this is a spoiler warning. I will be putting a spoiler alert on this video, just to let you know. Meep is not cute. He might look cute, but he actually isn't. Halfway through, he turned evil, and I'm like, why did you just make an adorable little creature and turn it evil? Like, oh my god, why do that? Like, it's annoying. But also, what kind of marks the episode to a higher rating for me is this. The new screwdriver. Not only does the Doctor make sort of like a sort of a digital screen so we can check out the rough ship, but he also makes a force field out of it. Like, he'll draw like a big ass square and then he makes a force field out of it. Since when does the Sonic do that? Like, over the years there's been so many versions of the screwdriver, and yet since when does the Sonic make force fields? Like, seriously, like, the Doctor was just like, he made like a square and then he made like a rectangle force field. What? I mean, cool that the Sonic can do that now. Really cool. But like, when on earth has the Sonic ever done that before? Like, until now? Like, surely if the Sonic had that ability, it would have done it sooner, if that makes some sense. But yeah, I must admit, the screwdriver, awesome. Sort of the new things it can do, like make force fields and whatnot, really, really, really kind of awesome, I guess, if that's a way of putting it. Yeah. I also liked how they expressed the Donna and getting her memories back. It seems when she was half Doctor, half Time Lord, half human, when she was pregnant with Rose, she'd passed on the Metacrisis stuff to her, so that it made sense. And I do like that they've addressed that so early. I would have been annoyed if they didn't address that straight away. Like, I love how they've gone and addressed that Donna had the daughter, Rose chose her own name, and Donna has shared the Metacrisis Donna has shared it with her daughter. And then when Meep was being all cryptic, saying that he'll report it to the boss, which, can I just say, I think it's the toy maker. Definitely the toy maker, because like you see him in the giggle. But like, I liked how like they held hands and they managed to get rid of the Time Lord essence inside them. I think that is really good writing, not just like from Russell's side, but from like when you hear Donna's backstory. I think this is really clever, because Donna gets her memories back and now she gets to live. So I think what they've done is incredibly clever. She passed it on to her daughter, and now this means that Donna gets her memories back permanently without the Doctor having to having to wipe her mind again, because he goes, I don't know if I can save your life this time. And I generally really think that this might be true, like when we watch the next special. Like, I think obviously this could be true, that he might not be able to save her life, but the fact that she was able to pass on the gene sequence to her daughter is really something. And then obviously you have Rose turning off the ship and doing all that technical stuff that the Doctor normally does, and I think that is genius that she's passed it on to her daughter, because now like the Doctor, Donna and Rose can be geniuses together, and I think this is really good. I like how they were I like how the Sonic's got some new uses. Like, the Doctor can, I mean, the Doctor has always been able to resonate concrete, but I like how he's been able to properly do it now, when you actually get to see him actually physically do it. And I think that is also such a genius point. We're getting more uses out of the screwdriver, like force fields being made and random screens popping up for the Doctor to flick through. Also, Shirley Ann Bingham, who is playing the unit scientific advisor, I really like how they gave her a number. I can't remember her number now, but I really generally do like that she was given a number, and the doctor said, oh, scientific advisor number 1. And Shirley's been, oh yeah, I know, I've read all the faces. And then the doctor goes, oh yeah, I've been a bow tie wearer, I've been a Scotsman, and I was a woman. And Shirley's a bit confused by this because it's the doctor's future, but then the doctor explains that he has been them, and that this face of himself has come back, like this specific face. I'm really glad he addressed that, because I feel like it kind of makes sense within like what's happening. This particular face of the doctor has come back, but why? And I like how Donna thinks it's because this particular face of the doctor needs to say goodbye, and I like how they immediately dressed that in the Star Beast. I mean, I'm sure we are going to get more of an explanation. I'm sure we're going to get more of an explanation soon. I'm sure we're going to get like more of the explanation soon as to why this has happened. I'm really hoping we do, because I don't want it to be like sort of like, oh yeah, they're just going to leave it on like the doctor got this face and then he regenerates. Like, I don't understand that and I don't get it. So I feel like this needs to be wrapped up before they do the final. Before you get to the giggle, they need to at least wrap this up in next week's episode, which is Wild Blue Yonder, which we actually haven't seen that much of. I mean, I know they've kept it quite under wraps, but I feel like we need to have this answer wrapped up. So there was no negatives. It was all very action-packed, this special. You had the Rothros, you had Meet the Beat, which turns out to be evil, so I'm kind of erring on the side of ugly now. Cute and ugly, but still. I like how Donna remembers the doctor. It doesn't really kill her anymore, because obviously she's passed it on to Rose, so that was such a good kind of added element. I love how Sean says they're amazing girls, and also the fact that Donna gave away their money. They bought the house and then she gave the money away, trying to be kind. And I think, I'm so glad they've addressed the reason why she took the lot, why they no longer have the money that they won. And I think, I'm so glad they established that, because I would have been so annoyed if they'd just been like, she lost the money. And Rose making toys of all the aliens that the doctor has encountered is just genius. Like, I feel like that is such a nice way. But yeah, overall, I think the episode was very good, very well paced, and a lot of questions answered about Donna and her future. Overall, I would give it a solid 10 out of 10. I know this was an amazing episode. The intro gets 10 out of 10 alone, like seriously. It was all very well paced and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will be watching it again before Whale Blue Yonder comes on, because I would like to rewatch it probably on the Friday, so that obviously I can rewatch it. So now that that's over and done with, I'm now going to tell you exactly what's on the Whoniverse, because I know a lot of you have been asking. So there's been a bunch of stuff added, but here's all of it. Doctor Who 1963 to 1996, Doctor Who 2002 to 2005 to 2002, which only goes up to series 13, Doctor Who video commentaries, Doctor Who Children Need Special 2023, Doctor Who The Bedtime Story, An Adventure in Time and Space, Tales of the TARDIS, Torchwood, Doctor Who Confidential, The Sarah Jane Adventures Class, Talking Doctor Who at 60 Musical Celebration, Kanan and Company, A Girl's Best Friend, Doctor Who Dreamland, Doctor Who The Infinity Quest, Delia Derbyshire, The Myths and the Legendary Tapes, Doctor Who at the Prom, Who's Doctor Who, The Science of Doctor Who, Totally Doctor Who, and Doctor Who Unleashed. Plus Doctor Who 2003, which isn't on there at the moment, but it will be, so don't you worry, that will be added at some point, I reckon, probably most likely tomorrow. But you can type it in the search thing if you need to. But yeah, so that's everything on the Whoniverse, and it's good to know that all of this is there. And I'm not really sure about the commentary things, but I will obviously check that out at some point. But everything on the Whoniverse is expanding and will continue to do so, because this is more of a permanent thing. But yeah, and also the Whoniverse kind of title came up before. Really good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you click that big red subscribe button down below and like the video. Okay? And in the words of the 14th Doctor, Allons-y!